scene. They're going to start this Super Bowl with an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your
give to Cook out of the gun. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. They go play action with Wilson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled
from the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a give right side. It's Goodwin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Murray. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. First down, Murray. And Olsen over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. On first down.
To Marquise Goodwin.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
At the 3-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
4-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Dancing to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. go on fourth with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Murray going to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Goodwin. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It's a turnover on down.
On 1st down, Cook, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
At the 33-yard line.
Third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes, right side.
This is
and
my
he
ball,
brings
baby.
this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson looking deep in the direction of Coop. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score Cowboys 14, Jets 13. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
At the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. They run. Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 7. Yards out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Hilton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Wilson.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now he's going to use his legs toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But at seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he 20. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.